everybody, hope you're well. I am so excited to be back doing some more videos. It's been a really busy time. I don't know how all of you have been feeling. I feel like it's been a time of letting go of a lot of stuff, patterns, beliefs, lots of shifts. I noticed that I'm going through quite a lot of physical shifts, which has been great. And letting go, I don't know, it feels like a new phase of life is starting in the sense of the way we're thinking, the way we're perceiving things. So I'm excited to see what the external manifestations are going to bring. And if you would like some extra support with that, I'm doing a Miracle Monday tomorrow. So Monday, July 8th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Highcroft. The details are on my Facebook page if you look under events. And the topic is going to be the inner work. So we're going to look at how we dig deep, because so many people ask me, but how do I find this out about myself? And, you know, that's by questioning yourself, sitting with yourself, seeing what comes up, looking into your own behaviors and patterns, journaling, for example. There's lots of different ways. So we're going to look at that, and we're going to dig deep into what's underneath. Hi, whoever's watching. I would love to know who it is. Thank you for watching. And also digging into the self-worth and self-love, because I feel that that is the foundation of all the work that we do in life. That's the whole reason we do the inner work, is to bring ourselves closer to ourselves. So that's going to be exciting. And I am finally having a chance to do more videos, which is cool. I really enjoy them. And today's, the July topic is emotional wellness. But today's topic, I wanted to look at adding love. Love is the secret ingredient. And I really love to focus on emotional wellness, because I think that when we're taking the time to connect with ourselves and to know what's behind our own patterns and our own sabotages, then we can clear anything. Yeah, actually, I'm going to go as far as to say anything. We really can clear all of these subconscious things that are holding us back. And this gives us a chance to just really be present to life, because we're not being held back by all this stuff that potentially we're not even aware of. Like, for example, if we have this programming about how we're not good enough to do something, then it's really been interesting. I've been studying this about how we get into flight, fight, or freeze mode. It has such an impact on our nervous system, so it's impacting everything. Like literally the way we move forward in life is impacted by our beliefs, because it shows up in our physicality. And of course, you know, if you follow me, you know I'm a dancer. So I'm really fascinated by what's happening in our physicality. And so it's really like thoughts literally manifest themselves. And so when we're in the space of trying to be emotionally well and emotionally healthy, when we're taking the time to look at, well, why am I so angry about this? Or to work through our anger so we can clear it, we are doing ourselves the greatest service. And part of that means looking at, like, adding love, you know, is a secret ingredient. Because, you know, for example, you know, we're working on self-love, which I think is kind of the backbone of all of the inner work that we do. If we're in a space of, you know, emotional wellness, wanting to be healthy, we have to look at how we're thinking, particularly about ourselves. And with that commitment to emotional wellness, we're looking at ourselves with more love. We look at our lives with more love, our situations with more love. Now, that doesn't mean that we are just bending over backwards or being a doormat for people, because love does not always say yes, including to ourselves. You know, we have to do things in moderation too. You know, whoever, you know, if you know me, you know I love champagne, but I actually can't tolerate alcohol that much right now, which is I'm missing champagne. But I've had to say, well, okay, if this period right now means that I can't tolerate it, then I'm just going to have to roll with it for my own well-being. And there you go. You know, that's a pretty big thing in my world. But like, when we're doing this for our mental selves as well, that we're going to treat ourselves well. We're going to have compassion for ourselves. We're truly going to do the work and have self-love. Then we're coming to this really high vibrational state, which is amazing. And so, for example, you know, we've been just so conditioned to look at life with deprivation and lack. You know, we're not good enough. Life does not have our backs. We're never going to have that. Maybe if you're trying to create wealth, there's so many stories about, oh, that kind of wealth isn't for people like us. And it's all just stories, really. So there's so many things you can have emotional wellness about. I mean, we have a whole life. We don't want to compartmentalize things. But when we start breaking things down, you know, we can look at wealth, we can look at health, we can look at our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with our coworkers, our loved ones, children, parents, significant others, There's so much room for us to be digging deep to clear things out. And as an example, when you're doing this work, rather than beating yourself up and thinking, oh, I'm such a screw up, I shouldn't be doing it this way, you're saying, well, congratulations you for taking responsibility, for having the courage to look at yourself. If you're trying to go after or even create a new dream, or go after an old one, I think all of that takes courage, for you to say, I'm going to try something new, or no, this dream still resonates, I'm going to do it. It takes love. It takes so much self-encouragement, so much faith. And when we look at, it's interesting when you think about it. When you're starting a new dream, you really see all the possibility. And then, your faith can get tested. And, can test your commitment to it too. And if we're only looking at the obstacles, that's not helping ourselves. But we can be looking at, this possibility could open a door. There's a door there. There's a window there. We're aligning ourselves. We're opening our hands to receive. We're creating that invitation for wonderful things to come to us. So emotional wellness, for me, is a huge thing, because it's such a shift. It really is like this 360-degree game changer. And that the way we view things changes everything. Because we're helping ourselves more. We're going to make life easier for ourselves instead of just making everything a battle. We don't need to struggle for everything. And if we are struggling, we can do that with a sense of choosing to see that everything that we're doing is in service of the path that we want to be on. That's a huge one, is trusting that everything is in our favor. And so when we choose love, when we add love to a situation, the impact on our thoughts, on our feelings, on our well-being is enormous. Just take any situation you might be challenged with and just add love. And when I say add love, literally, like a salt shaker, add some love and see, bring in that love, welcome that love, and see how it changes your perception of something. Now, for example, it could be that you're fighting with somebody. Love would be adding some forgiveness. That could be saying, I am willing to see your innocence, in which case you're also willing to see your own, which is what brought that up. Because in your own, in that situation, it takes two for things to happen. So, you in your willingness to see someone else's innocence, you're willing to see yours, like your part in it. And you might be more willing to make a bid for connection towards resolution of something. If, when you're wanting a dream, adding love means you're seeing the possibility. If you're trying to heal a physical thing, hi, how are you? Thanks for watching. I'd love to know who has just joined me. And so when you're adding loves to, right now I'm going through a major healing period, that means I am seeing what's working instead of what's not. I'm stopping to fight with my body and just allowing it to flow. Allowing it to flow, it means I'm opening all cells to receive healing. I'm talking to my body in a much different way. So in everything, how can you add love? It's funny, it's in relationships particularly, it's usually where you're withholding something that the softening needs to happen. That's what's needed to heal the relationship. So go into that, lean into that, and be okay with it. And be discerning. Obviously we don't want to get into abusive relationships or be allowing people to abuse us. And, love also involves boundaries. And if that's what's needed in that situation, then that's what's needed. So look at all the situations in your life and look at where it can have more love. Even, love is charity. If you see a homeless person, see how you can help them. Get them a meal. Say hello. That's as simple, acknowledging everybody. There's so much power in being seen. So that's a gift you can offer people. Your presence is a beautiful thing. Fully in your presence. These days we're so addicted to our phones. And when we choose love, we're saying, I'm going to be wholly present for you. And that's a beautiful gift too. So I'd love to know if this video had an impact for you. If you tried seeing a situation with love, what was the impact? I would absolutely love to know. Please put in the comments below, and please let me know what other topics you would like me to talk about, and I would be more than happy to do so. And again, tomorrow is Miracle Monday. Please do join us, and then I'll be taking a break for August for Miracle Mondays and back in September, but I'll still be doing my vlogs, and I look forward to connecting with you more. Thanks for watching.